Hello everyone, Delightful here. I like the novel and the new, so today, let's see what the indie world has for me and you. And today it has some StoneShard, beta 0.8.012, which is the Forgotten Lore update. It's under the umbrella of the Forgotten Lore update. It's just a really good game. StoneShard, it's tough, but, you know, a lot of people I don't know about this game, but I'm interested in it. It's like, something's holding them back, and I want to know what that something is. Let me know if you think of it. I have some ideas on what it might be, but the permadeath in this game is optional, right? I actually don't recommend going permadeath with this, because I was smashing my head against the wall, trying that again and again and again. Just, the game's not designed for permadeath in mind. By that, meaning, you die, your save is gone, completely. The default way of playing the game is what I'm playing now, the sort of light version of the permadeath, in that when I die, I revert back to my last save point, and that's might be an hour or so, or two, back. Which happened to me last time, when I was consumed by a fed ghoul on my way back after a very successful crypt run, which was unfortunate. That's fine, I won't let that discourage me. I'm an adventurer. Adventurers take risks that sane people or well-adapted people would not take, right? That's why adventurers are often extravagant or different, right? Because most other people aren't doing this. Osbrook, yeah, where you start. You start in that tavern there. Emperor map. Now, that was the crypt I got numbed at. Three stars. Maybe I shouldn't have been doing a 3-star crypt at level, what am I, 2? 2, yeah. Perhaps not. Like, a fed ghoul is terrifying. They will yum you up. Like, one ghoul alone is manageable, just be careful. But they'll eat any corpse. I find, next time I fight a ghoul, I'm going to try to, like, stand over the corpse, because I don't think they have a push maneuver, like, to displace you, force move you. What are you doing? I don't think I've talked to you, buddy. This is how you catch a cold. It is, man. Greetings! What are you selling, Oscar? He sells a piece of meat he has in his pocket. This is ready to snack. He has some roasted meat morsels, and he has a coin. Well, I mean, roasted tough meat. You know, buddy, I'll actually buy your meat. He's like, really? Yeah, man, I'll buy your meat. You can keep those meat morsels, though. I don't know where you're keeping those. I don't want them. That was actually not a bad deal. He's got a little pocket change now. This is the miller. When's the mill? Got work to do, no time to talk. Yeah, I always just see you sitting out here watching the guy work, though, Miller. So come on, he talks a good game, but he doesn't actually do much. Look, see, I'll buy some more bread from you, Mr. Miller. That's actually, yeah, this is where you get the bread from the Miller. Although, he must be a baker as well. Maybe he's also the baker. His last name's maybe Alan Miller, and he's the baker too, because of the chimney going there. Because you harvest the grain, right, and then you have to thresh the grain. And then you mill it to flour, right? With the windmill. They're using a windmill to do that. And then you're making the bread. So I'm guessing someone's baking, you bake. Can I help you? She has an egg. She boiled it and decided to put it in her pocket and go about her day. Thanks, Claudia. Fine. Who knows? I continue on my venture past the farm. The farm always the mill. It always seems to spawn to the left of the village. It doesn't always, but whenever I play, it always does. I'm going to try to see if I can go. I want to see new stuff. I don't want to go to the crypts again and get numbed. I mean, that might happen, but I'm not going to intentionally have it happen, right? Alright, Crow. Those bandits I killed days ago. It's decomposing. It's a nice touch there. Oh, I can also hold what's it? Do that. It's control. I can also push. I haven't played a bit. Alt, and it shows me all the objects, like very Diablo style. I think it was Alt Diablo, wasn't it? I have a different button. I believe you can remap though if you wish. Yeah, you can remap buttons if you want. Well, yeah, so you can. Let's cancel out of that. But you can remap buttons if you wish. Some games, you know, early games that are in early access won't let you, haven't put their key mapping in yet. In some cases, if they're really early in the early access. StoneShard is technically still early access. Let me just triple check that. I'm almost certain it is. They didn't like take it out of it when I wasn't like looking for a minute or something. Yeah, it still is, but it doesn't feel it is, right? It feels like a polished game. And they're always the early access almost serves as an indication that hey, we're still working on it, right? I think it's the saving system what holds people back on this game the most. I mean, this is the most beautiful traditional roguelike that is in existence. Period. Full stop. It's the prettiest one. Like on the autumn days, it can look like almost like a little oil painting. I'm thirsty, but it's raining. Okay. I'll take Burdock. Burdock, I think, has healing properties. Yeah, this is the good one. So it's 0.2% healing over 30 seconds. That's incredible. Like, if you get wounded, you can eat that and then heal over time. It's supremely effective. I will drink, because being thirsty is really bad in this, particularly as a caster. Makes energy costs go up, which is really bad for me. Wormwood. Got some blueberries. Those are nice. You can eat those, cover a bit of hunger and thirst. So we got another meadow. What we want to see is, what is that? I'm here. I want to kind of go that way. I'm going to clear it here, then there, in case I have to flee back. Like, I'm looking for a little bit of trouble, right? Because trouble is how you get XP, right? In this game, like a lot of... This is a CRPG, yeah. This is definitely a CRPG. It has... It's a traditional roguelike as well. But it is a CRPG. If you like turn-based RPGs, you'll likely like this game. You just might be a bit off-put by the difficulty. That's one thing I see in comments from people, how they'll say like they're interested in the game, that they are interested in the game, but what's holding them back is the difficulty in the saving system. And I've suggested in the past ways of dealing with both of those things. Primarily the save system, right? In that just giving people an option to like fall back to town by going through return to town, like a button up here you could have that would navigate through an area you've already cleared, right? And still rolling for random encounters, right? It's not saving you. It's not like a town portal. It's not a Diablo thing. The idea being it speeds up the time the player spends doing dead time, just exploring, retreading literal old ground, right? It's a time-saving feature for the player, not the character. The character still has to do it, right? And I've seen people say, and I've seen the devs mention at some point they're going to have a caravan system, but to my understanding, the caravan system is like a progression thing. It's a gated progression thing. After you do the first 3 quests in Osbrook, which is what you're doing. That's what the tutorial character was telling you in here, the old dude. You're doing these jobs because he's all banged up, if you remember the contents of the tutorial when he was fighting the critters in there. And I recommend doing the tutorial if you haven't. It gets you to understand how you defeat a superior foe, right? You have to outthink them. You have to right-click and inspect your foe and see what moves he's going to do. You have to trick the giant monster at the end. I don't want to spoil it. To defeat him, right? And that trains you a lot for the other fights that are coming up, right? Although there's a lot of RNG in this as well. But the tutorial boss is very manageable as long as you're careful. However you choose to specialize the character. Look, I've already filled up on goodies. Backpack space is somewhat limited. Let me see. My immunity is diminished, probably because of the rain. I'm hungry and thirsty, so watch as I eat these berries. Both should resolve. Food will go bad over time. Well, most foods will. The sausages, I think, will last a long time. I guess I'll eat the berries. Eating raspberries should probably help my immunity as well, right? A lot of antioxidants in that. Phytonutrients. Grim. Rhubarb, you can eat that. So a lot of meadows. Meadows are pretty chill. This helps with hunger change, so it fills your stomach, essentially. And helps your immunity as well. Excellent find. I like to stuff my backpack with herbs, and then really... not quite alchemical, but herbally juice myself up before battle, right? Every little percentage bit helps, because a lot of it's based off die rolls. Because you don't have a guaranteed escape ability unless you really buy it. Like, there are attacks of opportunity in this, 50% chance of triggering one as you step back, so if you try to get away, you might get hit. All sorts of things in this game. It's surprisingly lethal. Why did I do that? That wasn't smart. That's what I need. That's probably enough herbs for now, right? Come on, I gotta find some trouble. That's how you get XP. You complete quests, and you kill monsters. Because you just defeating a monster, you don't get the XP, right? If they get away, you get nothing. That's another minor critique I have about the game, right? If you beat the bandit enough and they say, please don't hurt me, and they're running away, dropping weapons Ultima 7 style, you should get the XP for defeating them. Then you remove the threat they pose. And maybe set them on a path towards righteousness, perhaps. You beat some sense into them, right? There's no need to just butcher them. In this game, currently there is. But I'd recommend that change as well. Like, even has a toggle option. I can't imagine someone would choose not to have it. Well, raspberry. Sure, thanks, man. What do we have here? Well, what do we have here? We have a goon. A goon who is very wet and very grumpy. So, being wet is very unfortunate for you because it's going to... Well, it makes him resistant to fire, right? Makes sense. Not very resistant versus cold because the cold can cling to him because he has a lot of moisture on him. Each stack of the effect grants a 10% backfire chance to electromancy spells. That applies for me because I'm also soaked. I'm wetter than he is. Oh my. Excited at the prospects of combat. What if it does more damage to him now? I mean, I've already shocked him now. I got the debuff on him. Yeah, I see it right there. I was looking at electricity or lightning. Shock resistance minus 20, as you'd expect, right? Water's a better conductor of electricity than, say, air is. So, I can always kite this guy. He's only like one dude. He's got only just a flail. 12! That's a big crit for me. This is just a little pew-pew-pew, but I really like it because I can just cast it while keeping my weapon out. I don't have to weapon swap, which takes a turn. I should be just electrocuted. Impulse, stun him. And hit for 17. He's probably one hit from death. Yeah, about that. Minor head wound, yeah, he's all smashed up. Impulse, that's going to trigger each time, it's like a dot. Well, it could potentially trigger off this. Yeah, gone. See? He dropped his cudgel. He had a cudgel? Didn't look like it. Looked like he had a flail, but whatever. Now, how are we looking? Hunger and thirst is a bit... Okay. Berries. I can take that cudgel. Now I can sell that to the carpenter back at base, and that was so well because he likes wood. He likes wooden stuff. The smith, I think he's just a blacksmith, not a bladesmith or anything. Here comes the loot. I guess he didn't like that guy because the battle was occurring right over here. He didn't even look. Knocked him back. Very nice. Can also move the number pad if I wish. One-on-one, these guys are no threat. He's still advancing. And he's trying to get away. Now, I don't get XP yet. You gotta check the log. He's gonna get away from me, unfortunately. So, well, there we go. He's probably at 20%. 19%. One off. He's in massive pain. Yeah, you see, he got away and I get nothing. Which doesn't feel good. Yeah. Feels like rip-off. Man, it's not a feeling you want your players to feel ripped off, right? Like, because, I mean... I was casting my spells in combat. I was under duress, right? I was fighting for my life, right? I should get experience for that. That's why combat for adventurers get more experience than just like the wizard who stays back at his master's tower learning spells, right? Because this wizard is stressing themselves, they're straining themselves, right? Putting themselves in harm's way. I will advance because I knew he was going to flee. Got the feeling, oh, he come back. He might have bandaged. Take you a spiked club. That might be worth a little more. He's gonna get away, so whatever. So I got 33 XP, not much. Not much at all, actually. I'll eat some bird. And I'll rest. So that should be thirsty. Don't be thirsty. Thirsty is bad. Stop. So thirsty is really bad because it makes all my abilities cost 10% more. So this will cost. Could we display it a bit clearer? It costs 12. So if I drink. 11. That's minor, right? It's not a huge deal. But it is something. Alimony has a nice healing component to it as well. Keep that. Thank you. Just keep yourself topped off. Look who's here. Oh, they're gonna bail on me. Yeah. Oh, I can't pick up the berries? Oh, man. I kind of need that. Well, at some point, you're going to be able to, like, cook gems, cook berries and such, and make jams and stuff. That'd be cool. I'll eat the rhubarb as well. Yeah, I think he got away from me. My 33 XP ran away. Bug bean. I kind of want this. What are you worth? 28. I'll get like 10% of that. It's not bad. It's something, you know. My right hand's a bit messed up. Trying to think if I have anything I can apply directly to the wound. No, I think I just general things I eat. I'll follow the road. Just for a bit. So, but you're seeing an accurate look at the game. This is a lot of foraging, a lot of walking to a location, a lot of discovery. It's open world. Open world CRPG / tactical RPG slash traditional roguelike, right? With optional permadeath. But it's more like permadeath light, because if you lose, you're losing hours, right? You're just not losing 20 hours, potentially, right? Or something like that, like the whole playthrough. Alright, he got away. That's not surprising. I do want to know what that is. It's a campsite, thank you. There's always a chance to run into a less pleasant crowd. Well, I'm hoping I come across something like a solo guy who's very well geared, though, because I can probably take him with magic, particularly with training. Alright, that's my thinking. It's healing up somewhat. Morale is trash-tastic. That's bad. How'd that happen? Ooh. So the rain's doing it. Can't hunt bunnies if you want. You have to learn how to skin, though, to make any real money doing that. That's usually how I make money with my early characters. I will get a knife, get skinning. You have to actually learn how to do it. I'd say you should probably be able to just do that, a little minor critique as well. Let's have some fun. I'll do it. You're 33 XP to me, so I'll stay here. And see that what that will do is it deals 10 damage to all adjacents, 43% chance of knockback. The knockback triggered, and if it fails to inflict a knockback, it will also stagger them. And then has a 91% chance of applying that debuff, which also makes them going to take more damage. First, lightning, they're less resistant to being force moved, which is good for my character, keeping them away from me. And then each turn dots them. It can also knock them back, so it's very good. See, it's not triggered. Took them out. We had a copper ring. It's nice, it's an upgrade. It gives me a green finger, right? And bleed resistance 3%. I was like, 30%? No, 3%. Also health restoration plus 1%. It's something, you know? On you go. And it has durability. I guess someone hits me in the finger. They're wearing copper can bolster one's health. Sure, why not? Immunity's not looking great. Thirst is kind of not great. And some berries. Like, if you can, try not to use all your water, because you can get thirst back with berries and stews and stuff. And you can be trapped in a crypt, like, all night and not have any water. And then I've almost died due to dehydration. It's not great. In the game. Something to avoid. Something to avoid. I like this, because it should slow my hunger. Makes you a bit more thirsty. Boost the immunities as well, which I do need to stay on top of. Healing restoration. Any of these other, like, happy herbs? I have any herbs that boost my... psychic resistance. Mind Wart. Mind Wart improves your sanity. Reduces the duration of bad trip and drunkenness. Mind Wart is used as a potent sedative, helpful in recovery from major shock. That's nice. We'll do that. And I'll have a little drink. So, yeah, use the herbs. Flea Wart's good. If used on a selected body part. Oh, Flea Wart's the one I use on body parts. You say it's a use, not eat. Yeah, we don't eat that one. We use that one. Mind Wart. I'll take a little more of it. Yeah. So getting a little bit of XP. Nettle. Nettle's bleed resistance, I think. Yeah, bleed resistance, health restoration. There you go, it's another good one. So a lot of good herbs, don't neglect them. I wonder what that is. It's in the forest. There's something there. Looks like another ruined crypt. Well, I want to know what it is. I need to know. It's a forest. So acorns, mushrooms, and stuff I'll find here as opposed to meadow herbs. I also might find a boar. Or wolves. The game seems to have chilled down a bit for wolves. I remember the first time I played the game, I stepped outside town and was ripped apart by a pack of 3 wolves. Okay, level 1. Didn't have a chance. Although I did manage to sometimes get lucky, because the game's very swingy. But unlike something like Caves of Cud, we have like an automatic sprint, we can just escape things, or say NetHack, or Ancient Domains of Mystery, which you could pretty easily find a scroll of teleport away or something that you could identify. In this, it's hard to get away. You have to spend abilities to actually escape. Like, I actually have done that. Or is it like K in this? Is it P in this? No, that's what I'll use this. There we go. So, I learned utility. No, utility. Yeah, it at least gives you the search skill by default, so you don't walk in a trap, get skewered. Though you probably still will. Backstep, melee attacks against unaware opponents always crit. That's more offensive ability. This was survival. I tried to make campfire last time, it didn't work. Don't know why. It was athletics, yeah. So I took disengage. This is a passive. So this halves the chance of triggering attacks opportunity. So it's more of a... It makes stepping back after being engaged a bit more viable. And I get 3% dodge. That's another bit. That's the stats on the survivability, which are off here. Combat. Survival, which is, you know... Dodge chance of 8%. That's tanked a little bit by my shield. But that's a really nice shield. That's got a nice block chance. Block power. Which is very good. I should tell you, block chance 20% from my shield. So giving up, say, 20% block chance is worth the less 3 dodge chance, right? It seems worth it. And I believe the shield is also providing block chance, block power. They messed with the formula for blocking a bit ago. Yeah. The amount of damage absorbed by specific body parts. Yeah, protection's huge. My robe, I think, is giving me 1. Yeah, robe's giving me 2. Gloves are giving me 1. So see, it makes a roll in terms of where you're defended. And my head actually has 0. So if I get hit in the head, it's really going to hurt. That's like, this isn't just for looks, right? This matters. It is really wet out. Chanterelle. Do I want to eat that? Or not? Eat that. And 1% hunger. Thanks. You can actually... Oh. I felt pleasantly satiated for like 1 turn. Yeah, thanks, man. Penny bun. Chanterelle. Moral. Thank God this person knows the mushrooms. It is the faintest, either fruity or earthy aroma. Lovely. The old Abbey. Uh-oh. Oh, the penny bun's quite good. Hunger resistance. Oh. Oh, that doesn't look like a happy pick, does it? That doesn't look happy at all. Happy aren't there, but it gives me a satiated effect, so I have better healing efficiency but less dodge. When this effect is active, using hunger-reducing consumables will result in vomiting. That's a warning. That's from, say, like Ancient Man's Mystery does that. If you overeat, you're gonna vomit and lose all your satiation. Wazhack does that too, yeah. Oh, the Wazhack takes it another level. You can actually explode your stomach and die. I think that's from the deck. Lovely, right? Yes, killing you all kinds of interesting and novel ways. Your stomach exploded, you die. And there was a perk of the barbarians that they can massively expand their stomach. I guess they're just internally tougher. So they can just overeat till almost exploding. Funny, right? Alright, so what's in the Abbey? The many ruins of monasteries, Freudian stuff there maybe, abbeys and chapels is what remains of a time when Eldor was ruled by the Hierophants rather than kings. So it's an old abbey, okay. Over the last few years, most of these places became the center of troubling rumors. Locals do their best to avoid them. Okay, so another abbey. That's a dirty crypt, and this is the old abbey. Well, it's not dirty, right? It just isn't old. So it might be nice. What are you? You look like a goon. You're a goon. Goons aren't bad. Goons are nothing. I'll make sure I get them now. My sweet, precious XP. That should be it. There we go. Chapter Cudgel. And 31 XP. Almost. So, grinding down the goons, you know, you can get the stuff. You can get what you need. Don't want the Cudgel. Not really. But I want a backpack. You can find a backpack and wear it on your back. It takes your cape slot, so it does cost you a little bit. I mean, that's worth it. Looks like another goon. Got him down a couple times. Fumble. When you fumble, yeah, you do like half damage, and you can't apply Maldises. Like, save you. Yeah, I just leveled. Nice. So, yeah, actually, I won't do it from memory. Where does it just tell you about a fumble? Now I'll put in my level point as well. I think it's off DPS. Fumble chance, yeah. I have a high fumble chance with this flail because I'm not really good with it per se. Chance to deal half damage, as I said. Fumbling attack also sets its stun, as I said, the special effects: stun, daze, knockback, immobilization, stagger, and bleed chances to 0. Double wielding negative affects the stat. Yeah. Sorry, dual wielding. Though technically I'm dual wielding now, they're not counting it. Sword and shield. What do I want? How this game handles stats is it does it mainly in groupings of 5. So every point gets me 1.5 block chance, 2.5 body damage, and then when I get to 15, I get 5% more weapon damage, 7.10% armor efficiency, and 10% armor damage. That's for me. What if I push on willpower? Makes hardship and misery more tolerable. Each point of willpower grants -1 cooldown duration and -1 ability energy cost. I mean, if you really stack it, that could be worth something. Pain resistance, 5% magic power. That's not very exciting. Vitality gives you more energy. Like this, you'll notice faster, and energy restoration. Vitality seems the solid choice, right? Perception, accuracy, armor pen. Yeah, it's just accuracy and armor penetration. Great. I'd rather just smash them in the face. Yeah, smash them in the face with a flail and not wearing well penetrating armor. Just smash them. Because it's a flail. I wonder, is this thing doing 22 or 22 minus 9? It's now damaged. It wasn't initially damaged. I don't know. If I wield this, it's more accurate. Like, is there, let me see, mayhem damage 17. Okay. So it's 15 plus 2, you see it there. 13. We learned. So it's given me 22 minus 9. I'm only getting 13 damage. So right here, the spiked club is better. Because if this is all the peasant's flail is damaged. Yeah, damage weapon, your chance to use it. Armor pen 5, armor damage 5% because it's a cudgel. Or this is a cudgel, rather. Daze chance 2%. I'd rather daze than bleed. Skill energy costs 16. I think I want the cudgel. I'll take the cudgel. I'll sell that. Or repair it. I could repair it, maybe. Agility. Now, agility influences your finesse in battle, increasing, in addition to that, increases your damage, accuracy, and crit chance for thrown items. So I can throw things. I can throw bread at them if I want. Each point grants me 1.5% crit chance, counter chance, and 1.5 less chance of a fumble. So I'm better at fighting, effectively. And if I get to 15, I get 5% dodge. I want agility. So, let's see it here. What's my fumble chance? You want to, like, not fumble. Fumble's bad. So I put point in agility. Yay, less fumble. I'll probably go agility with her. I like that. How's this cudgel look? 55. So yay, upgrade. Oh, I almost forgot. See that little plus there. What do I want? I mean, let's keep talking about it. I wish I could kick things back. I wish I could force a move and get away. Leg sweep. Sweep the leg, right? Delivers a strike to 3 adjacent enemies. If I get 3 enemies on me, we're in big trouble anyway. Deals 12 crushing and 87% chance to immobilize. And then retreat. So that's... So he sweeps and then leaps back. That could save your life. That's nice. Not this time. 50% fort increase. So that'd help you verse physical and mental effects. Okay, being stunned probably. Being immobilized or knocked back by an enemy gives 15% move resistance. Okay. Not bad. It's not a bad little passive. Kick. Mighty Kick. Deals 10 crushing damage with 60% chance to inflict knockback. Applies to target with a minus 16% control resistance and move resistance. So you kick them back, knock them off guard, they're easier to knock back. That kind of meshes well with my build. Because this also diminishes their move resistance. And it can also knock them back. And guess what this also does? This can also knock them back. It's focusing on control, right? I either do that. Can't do that yet. Read the corresponding treatise to unlock the ability, or I like the option they give me here, or invest 5 more points into willpower. So I'm going to break 15 willpower, I can do that, I'm not going to do that. Or I find the treatise. Okay, that's cool. I like the option. So these ones here, backfire, I'm not worried about backfiring when my middling little spells do so little damage. If I backfire melee you want, I'll take the 6 or 10 damage, whatever. Like, a big spell might be more meaningful, but that, nah. Dissipate. For every point of received magic... That's like fighting mages. Receive magical nature damage. I don't even know if necromancy even counts as those. I don't know. Magic, it grants resistance, replenishes 1 energy. It seems so niche. Seal of Power is what I was thinking beyond the kick. Casting a specialized spell transforms Seal of Power, this generic ability here, Seal of Power, into a seal of the corresponding magic school. So for me, it would be Electromancy. And prolongs the effect duration by 5 turns. Okay, so I don't even think I have to stand in it. I think it's just like a seal. It's just like a buff. I deal 25% more damage off this. So 25% of the middling amount I'm doing here. It's not much. I'm not getting much out of it yet. I need, like, this would be good chain lightning or something. Ah, but you do get 15... I'm looking for a point there. Now, 15% weapon damage. Dealt in shock. That's nice, because that's going to break your armor. Backfire chance. You know, I kind of want to focus on magic. And less fumble, too. I'm going to Seal of Power. We're about to learn Seal of Power. What do I want? What Seal of Fitness? Do I want that? And this is just backfire. Less fumble chance is nice. Like, what's my chance of fumbling? What's my backfire chance? Where's that? Where's magic at? Is it its own thing? Yeah, it is its own thing. Backfire chance 0%. That will go up as I cast. Backfire chance... Oh. Backfire damage 0. Because it goes up for each spell. The chance to make a mistake when casting. I think that's up. It goes up with fatigue, negative sanity. Also, I think because of rain, electromancy. Shock resistance. Backfire chance 7.5. My metal equipment slowly degrade. You know, that's probably why this broke. This is metal. I hope this oaken shield, this metal rim, isn't degrading as well from the rain. Well, there's an incentive right there to use wooden weaponry. Because I think is that metal enough to count as metal? I don't know. I mean, key parts of that are metal, but I'm not worried about maintaining an edge, right? It's a flail. I don't know, it's unclear to me. Anyway, I'm going to put a little break in here. I'm going to play some more. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe.